Hi guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Yes, I'm still sitting on the floor in my room. How are you guys doing? How has your time been in quarantine for those of you who might be, or in isolation for the rest of you? I hope that you're doing well. I'm just sorting out my cards while I talk to you. I had a reading last night and I was kind of pulling cards for myself, so I have all these decks mixed up and I'm just trying to get everything where it goes before I start. I have been away. Some of you have been emailing me and asking me how I'm doing, and some of you have had personal readings this week. Thank you for that. I just haven't really been on YouTube because I haven't felt like it. No major explanation there. No reason for it that I can think of or explain to you. I just have not wanted to do it. So when I feel like doing something, I do it. And when I don't feel like doing something, I don't do it. And I never want this to be something that I hate or don't look forward to doing. So took a break. Might take another break. Who knows? But I'm here with you today, and I'm very thankful that you are all here with me today. I want to talk a little about intuition. And as I was grounding and meditating before I turned the camera on today, I saw a mantis, the face of a praying mantis in my mind. So if that's your spirit animal, if you ask for some kind of symbol or sign that means something to you, I just wanted to make sure that I say that because I don't know who it's for, and I didn't get any kind of message with it. I just saw a mantis. So praying mantises are good omens generally. I've had them show up at our home before. I've had them ride around on my car before, but just now, for whatever reason, I saw an actual face of a praying mantis in my mind. So whoever that's for, there you go. So I'm going to read right now on Kate Middleton, on whether or not she's actually overwhelmed with her duties. And the reason I wanted to talk about intuition is because when I got asked this question, my immediate response was no. No, Kate is not overwhelmed. And the person was like, how do you know that? And I'm like, I just know. So then we got into a conversation about intuition, what it is, and how to sort of strengthen it. And I'm going to talk about that after I pull the cards, because some of you are like, just get to the reading already. So I'll read on Kate and how she's feeling right now and whether she's overwhelmed. And then I'll tell you why I felt comfortable just answering that without checking with the cards or meditating on it or asking my guides or anything. So first things first. Is Kate Middleton feeling overwhelmed with her duties at this time? Is she feeling overburdened, stressed out, pained, any of those things that are being reported? Is Kate Middleton feeling overwhelmed with her duties at this time? King of Swords in reverse. So King of Swords is a truth teller when he's in the upright, and that's an oversimplified explanation. And he's a truth teller when he's in the upright. So in the reverse, mean that someone's being dishonest. Five of Wands, card of conflict, competition. I'm gonna pull one more. Queen of Cups in reverse. So King of Swords in the reverse, someone's being dishonest. Someone may be very good at lying as well, or spinning a tale, weaving a tale. Okay. Five of Wands. This always comes out for me when it's conflict within a family group, within a close group of friends. Can also be competition if it's for a job or something like that, or somebody sees you as competition. In this case, somebody could see Kate as competition, or Catherine. Forgive me if I'm not saying her name like you want me to, but I've always heard Kate Middleton, so that's what I say, but I mean no disrespect. And then Queen of Cups. So Queen of Cups comes out in the royal readings for me a lot as Princess Diana. But this can also be someone who is motherly when she's in the upright. She's motherly and nurturing. There's a very feminine energy to this. She's very in touch with her emotions. She's very able to express emotion, but she also keeps a lid on those emotions. So she has learned to not be reactive to everything, okay? There's a difference between being reactive and being responsive. Reactive is when you explode, when somebody makes you angry, when they say something about you that's untrue, and you always have to go running and react to that and say, you know, that's not true, or that person's lying, or whatever. When you're the Queen of Cups, you respond. Instead, you learn how to be measured in those things. Now, the Queen of Cups is in the reverse. So I'm thinking that both the Queen of Cups in reverse and the King of Swords in reverse are representing the same person's energy, okay? So whoever's not telling the truth is also not good at controlling emotions, not good at keeping a lid on things. This is a person who, every time something is said about them, they have to go run and say something else. There's very much a sense of, this person is my competition. I'm going to clarify. What else can you tell me about these cards for Kate Middleton? Situation, feeling overwhelmed in her duties. I feel like these are lies created by someone to either create conflict or because they feel in competition, but we'll see what else comes out. It could also be because the natural thing, the thing that happens a lot in the media is that whatever royal female we're talking about this week is being compared to Princess Diana. It's a comparison that comes up a lot. It's not just Catherine that gets it. And there could be someone who wants to sort of stop the comparisons between Catherine and Princess Diana. Let's see what else we get. Can you clarify these for me, please? Clarify the King of Swords in reverse. Or clarify the situation. We'll just see what comes out. That one wants to flip. Son of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Page of Pentacles. So a messenger. Messenger could be the person bringing forth the information. This is a person who's not fully mature. It's interesting that he's sort of hanging his head in a shameful manner here. Oh, excuse me, the Sun in this deck is actually the Knight of Pentacles, so this would be someone bringing something forth. Slow moving. But it is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Let me see what else. Could still be information, though, like the page. Could be something tangible. They're not jumping out at me today. I want to be patient and make sure that I pull the correct cards. How are you all doing out there that were interested in learning tarot during this time? I had a lot of emails, a lot of comments from people who were going to try to start reading themselves. I wonder how you guys are doing. Oh, interesting. Okay, so we have 10 of Swords and 10 of Pentacles. I did just flip this one over. I don't do reversals with Wild Unknown. They're not meant to be read that way, so I respect that. 2 tens. Ending of a cycle. The 10 of Swords is betrayal. For me, I call it a Julius Caesar card. And these come out under the conflict card. So here's what we have. Conflict, competition, someone intending to do you harm in order to make money, to affect money, or in this case, the 10 of Pentacles is a legacy card. So to affect your future, your reputation, something that has to do with the money that you will earn in the future or they will earn in the future, having to do with your children. There's a lot that is involved under the word legacy, even inheritances and things like that. One more, please. The Star. Card of Aquarius, card of healing, can also simply be the card of celebrity. I want to be a star. I want to be famous. I want to be celebrated. I want to have all eyes on me. I feel like this Knight of Pentacles is being controlled by money, the promise of money, or money concerns at this time. He's right under this King of Swords that's reversed. So if I'm asking, you know, who is this person possibly planting mistruths, I would say that it's this Knight of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. I don't feel like he's happy about it or proud of himself for it. If this is Harry, for example, I think Harry's a Virgo, right? He's not proud of himself. We have the family conflict card, competition card. And we have ultimate betrayal for money, for a payout. This is interesting because this changes the dynamic. With the star coming out under this card that I mentioned before, comes out as Princess Diana for me. And the star card means healing, right? This could be the loss of Princess Diana not being healed. Okay, it's still a trauma there. It's still traumatic there. And it's almost like I still want to be recognized for that. I have never been validated for what I went through during that time, for what that was like for me, for the struggles that I've had since then. I'm not saying that in a victim kind of way. Sometimes we want to be seen. And I feel like this is someone who wants to be seen. But I don't get any cards, I don't get any energy that feels like Kate's overwhelmed at all. I don't feel like she is. I'm just gonna pull some energies for her and see what comes out. It looks like, you know, it's a false story that was planted in the media by someone that it would have been, if she knows who planted the story, it would feel like a betrayal to her, to Kate. What is Kate Middleton's current energy at this time? What is her energy right now? What can you tell me about that? Y'all saw me shuffle. Five of Wands in the reverse. She's not fighting and she's not in competition. What else can you tell me about Catherine or Kate Middleton at this time, please? Her energies, how she's feeling. Okay, well that one wanted to flip. Knight of Swords in reverse. So not rushing in, not wanting to be hasty, like we talked about, not wanting to be reactive to anything. This card comes out for me, you guys know, as Harry a lot. So Harry in the reverse, Harry may be out of favor with her at this time. Okay, and that one fell out. Four of Wands in the reverse. So Four of Wands is celebration, marriage, happy home, twin flame. It's a lot of things. This, when it's in the upright, this is a happy day. This is your wedding day. This is your birthday and it's a grand celebration. This is happiness in the home and it's a four, so it's stability, it's security, right? And it's in the reverse, so it feels like the opposite of that energy. But Kate herself looks calm. I am going to clarify again and just see what else comes out. Because the conflict energy is in the reverse and this frenzied, hurried, worried energy is in the reverse. There may be some sadness because the Four of Wands is in the reverse as well. What else for Kate Middleton's energies at this time? What else can you tell me? Three of Swords. She's hurt, she's disappointed, she's heartbroken. And that comes under the conflict card in the reverse. I don't want to fight. I'm not your competition. You know, hurt. What else can you tell me? Interesting that the Wish card comes out. The Nine of Cups comes out under the Knight of Swords reversed. She could be focusing on making dreams come true. She could be having some wishes fulfilled in her life, actually. in this situation. And yes, those two things can coexist. You can be deeply hurt, you can be heartbroken, and you can be having something else being fulfilled for you at that time. There are a lot of facets to life. Human beings are complicated. We can have a lot of emotions all at one time. So I can feel hurt by something and still be very happy about something. And it looks like she's sort of having both of those go on at this time. I'm hurt, but also there's a lot of great things happening for me right now, or a lot of great things that I'm involved in. Emotionally, there's healing here. There's connecting spiritually. There's abundance. These cups, the way that they're situated, it looks like they're around the table. I heard Knights of the Round Table right now. It looks like that. So it feels to me like, I want to pull more cards for this, but it feels to me like feeling fulfilled. Fulfillment. I feel fulfilled. Let me just drop the whole deck, but that one flipped. So that's a great card. That is the Ace of Cups. It's the only one that flipped over. Maybe it just needed to pop out. So Ace of Cups is what I call in this deck the Holy Grail card. This is working for something, going on a quest for something, something that you've wanted your whole life, something that you've hoped for a very long time, and you have put in the work, you have done the research, you have, you know, waited patiently, whatever it is, and having this thing come true, and then it not just being the thing, not just the tangible thing. It's less about the chalice, it's less about your Holy Grail. It's more about the journey that you've been through to get there, and having this, you know, feeling like the sun is shining on you, feeling back here fulfilled again, but healed, okay, and abundant, and this beautiful blue energy is in a lot of these cards, and for me that is deep, deep healing. Aces are new beginnings as well. New beginnings in love, new beginnings in relationship. The thing is, with the Knights of the Round Table, what I'm getting is, in this fulfillment, I feel like the new relationships are with commoners. I feel like the new relationships are with people in the community. And it could be that this thing that Kate and William are doing, or some of the royal family are doing with the Zoom calls, you know, that have been publicized, that they're calling and talking to people. Maybe this is something that allows her to feel more, I don't want to say normal, but more like a woman of the people, where she can, you know, really be comfortable in comfortable clothing from her home and have conversations with other people and ask them the questions that maybe she doesn't always have the time to ask. You know, I don't know. I am speculating. I might pull one more card for this, but it feels like she feels emotionally fulfilled and like this is a happy start to something. So even though this comes out under the Four of Wands in reverse, this is like, you know, unhappy family situation, and I'm not glossing over that or not looking at that, but these other really great things are happening in my life. Really great new beginnings in my life. There is hurt here, but there is fulfillment here as well. And because this Five of Wands in reverse came out first, I'm feeling like there's a conscious decision, there's a conscious choice to not focus on the fighting. That's not who I am or not what I want to engage in. So I'm going to focus on this fulfillment, on this engagement, on this healing, on this, you know, Holy Grail thing that's coming into my life that really feels like a blessing. The Nine of Cups is basically a genie, you know, appears to you and says, what's something that you would love to have in your life? Tell me your wish. And you wish, and the genie's like, your wish is my command, here you go. So there's something that Kate has always dreamed of having happen for her, possibly has always dreamed of being in charge of, or being allowed to be responsible for. And maybe she's getting that, or she's feeling like she's doing a good job at that, and it really is a dream come true for her. Then I have the Emperor. So the Emperor is stability. This is standing out on your own. This is confidence. This is structure. The Emperor can can be all the things. He's called the Great Father, so it could have to do with father energy, but my light's just... Okay. Let me calm down a little bit. Wow, okay, so I guess that was lightning, and my lights flickered when I said father. So something father energy there. Feeling rooted, maybe in a way that I haven't before. The Emperor sometimes represents things that a father is supposed to be. He's supposed to be someone who protects you. He's supposed to be someone who provides for you. And I feel like in some way, Kate Middleton, Catherine, however you want to say, I feel like she feels like she's now sitting in this position, almost like she's responsible for the people. Now, she is a Capricorn, so this could very much be her energy. It's earth energy. A lot of times that's Taurus for me, but it could be her energy. When I look at this, I'm rearranging the cards in front of me, and they look like this. This is what's calling my attention. These things that are fulfilling, these conversations I'm being able to have over a hot cup of coffee, a hot cup of tea with real people. There's opening in the heart space, there's joy in the heart space, and there's a real sense, I have goosebumps all over my body, there's a real sense of being responsible for these people, creating something new that is beneficial for these people, for my people. My people. And have you seen that movie Elizabeth? My people are my only care. I think she's practicing a speech, and I just heard that in my mind. So as far as career-wise, because that was the question in the beginning of the reading, career-wise, Kate is fully coming into her power. She's fully coming into fulfillment. She's feeling joy in her heart space, joy and gratitude. I feel like there's gratitude, there's fulfillment, there's healing, a lot of really good energy here. This does exist, but this sits outside of her career space for me. You know, she's a human being, and those things hurt, and it stinks maybe to have people planning stories about you or talking about you all the time, but she's doing this other thing really well, and so that's where she's choosing to focus. So there's your answer for that. I do want to talk just a minute about intuition because, like I said, somebody asked me, is Kate overwhelmed in her job? And I immediately said no. Also, really quick, there's progression here because we have a 3 and a 4. And these are just because they're from the same deck, okay? So that would mean moving forward, moving on from something for me. So I was able to say that because I trust my intuition so much, so highly, so powerfully. I know that I am usually right about whatever my gut tells me, and that first answer is usually the right answer. It can take time to learn how to hear that, to learn how to connect with it, to learn how to trust it. Trusting is a really big thing. So what I do with my Scorpio sun, he's a water sign, and he is also very intuitive. He tends to have crazy dreams during the full moon or sleepwalk during the full moon. And we have had some psychic things happen before. So at the beginning of the summertime, we started doing a project where we, at lunchtime, trying to think the best way to describe this to you guys, but okay, so we watch documentaries. I love nature documentaries. So there's a great one that is narrated by David Attenborough. I mean, I'm sure he's done a ton of them, but this one that we're watching is narrated by him. So, and it's episodic. So every day we watch an episode of it while we're eating our lunch. And so before we turn it on, we each write down 3 things that we think we're going to see. It can be an animal. It can be, one day I wrote down twinkling stars at night or something. Anything. You just go with the first 3 things that come to mind that you think you're going to see. Are you going to see a waterfall? Are you going to see a bear? My husband participated one time and he said fish with teeth, and we died laughing, but there was a fish with teeth in that episode. And then we watched the episode, and we never let ourselves look ahead, so we don't know if this is going to be on a jungle. We don't know if this is going to be on, the African desert. No idea what part of the world is going to be talked about in this episode. So if he writes dolphin, and then it's an ocean episode, and they talk specifically about dolphins, and that's an intuitive hit for him, and it's fun. And we have gone from 1 or 2 or sometimes 0 hits in the beginning to days when we all get all 3. And it's a really fun way to try to test your intuition and to make it stronger. A lot of times I'll have a picture in my mind, and it's like my guides, my angels, whatever, are trying to tell me, say bear, say bear, say bear, say cheetah. There was a day that it was cheetah. And I'm like, no, you know, it's probably not likely that I'll see a cheetah, so I write something else down, and dang it if there's not a bear or a cheetah on there. And that teaches me to go with that first instinct. So if you're not sure how to start with that, and you're feeling like it's not working because you feel like you have to take it very seriously, you don't. You totally don't. You can look for intuitive hits in fun ways like that and play games with yourself, do scavenger hunt type things and strengthen it that way. And a lot of times I have found that it works even better because there's no pressure, because you're just playing a game, because you're playing, because it's high vibe, because the universe responds to things that are fun, that make us laugh, that we enjoy, that we're grateful for. So there you go. That's really all I wanted to say about that. I do have really strong intuition. I always have, but I do want to get better at it and make it stronger and get to where I'm just, you know, off the cuff all the time. So I still do practice with myself. So that answers that question, I hope, for some of you who were asking it. Thank you for tuning in today. I feel like I haven't done videos for you guys in so long, I forgot how to even sign off. Thank you for being here with me today. Thank you for watching on Kate Middleton. If you have a question that you want me to read on, let me know. I'm happy to do that for you. If you want a personal reading, email me at the address below. I do have some availability. I've cut it down a little bit so that I don't end up emotionally drained from that. And I will have the June sort of mid-monthlies up on Patreon within the week. Okay, I'm working on those now. So if you're on Patreon with me, thank you for your patience. I am trying to get those up for you as soon as possible. All right, I think that's all I wanted to say. I love you so much. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.